There's this person that I know for the last 10 years or so, and very recently I had a conversation with him where he mentioned that he is looking for another job because he's not getting along with the boss. And because he reached out to me for advice on job search and stuff like that, I told him that, hey, you are my friend. I know you for so many years. And as a coach or a mentor or as a friend, it is my job that at some point in time, I should show you the mirror. And he did not probably like it because I kind of told him in a very blunt way. But the reality or the fact of the matter is that he has changed at least 3-4 jobs in the last 10 years. And every single time, ever since his first job, he has had problems with his manager or boss. Now, he has dealt with different type of managers. Somebody from India, somebody from US, somebody who is a male or somebody who is a female. So it is not just one person that is interacting with. He has worked in different companies. So I had to tell him that, boss, if you look at the pattern, you are always complaining or you are always finding fault with your boss. And it has not happened just once. It is happening every single time. So there is a pattern. So most likely the problem is not in them. There are high chances that the problem is in you. And as soon as I start to tell people that the problem is in them, they start to become defensive because nobody wants to accept that, yes, there is a problem at their end. Yes, we agree that sometimes bosses are unreasonable. Some of them are really not good. And in this particular case, if you look at the pattern and if you look at the history, it is very clear that this individual needs to improve on his interpersonal skills. And interpersonal skills are not just limited to your discussions or your rapport with your boss. It is actually 360 degrees, which means how do you interact with your boss? How do you interact with your peers? Or how do you interact with people who are your juniors? So your ability to make good rapport, good working relationship is absolutely important for you to survive and thrive at your workplace. A lot of time you may be in an individual contributor role, which means you just come, do your job and go home, which is fine. But at the end of the day, that individual contribution is also part of a bigger picture. So at some point in time, there will be some collaboration with some cross-flow team, some upstream or downstream communication will be needed, and hence you will need to talk to people. Okay, so if you can't survive in a setup where you are interacting with other people, where you have to make adjustments, if you are not ready to do that, you will never be able to make relationships. So making good relationships, rapport, getting along with people is a light skill. It is a very important professional skill. If you are somebody who is not ready to adjust, if you are somebody who is not ready to accommodate, you will have problems. And if you make up your mind that I am always right, my boss is always wrong, or my team member is always wrong, then you are setting up yourself for a big failure. Because in the long run, people will sideline you. People will see you as somebody who does not get along with people, who is a crying baby, who always keeps crying on little things, and who is not a team player. As soon as you are branded that way, it's going to be a huge problem. And sometimes these things just build up over time. It is not going to happen one fine day, but it is a habit. It is something that you have in your behavior. So by this video, what I want to communicate to you is you need to analyze your own self as well. You need to analyze your behavior, because you can't change the other person beyond a point. You need to work on yourself. If you got into a setup where everybody else is unreasonable and you are only reasonable, then yes, exit out of that setup. But otherwise, work on interpersonal skills. Work on accommodating, adjusting in a team setup. Because in the corporate world, most of the work is a teamwork. It is very rarely that, okay, you are the only person working on a project and you will get it done single-handedly. It's very, very rare. Most of the times it is a teamwork. And hence self-reflection or your ability to self-assess yourself and identify those improvement areas is absolutely important. Alright, this is something which I thought I should definitely share it with you. Let me know your views in comments. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you found this valuable, share it in your network. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Take care and bye for now.